Let's continue our live team coverage here from Ludlow tonight and send it over to NBC5's First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tyler Jankoski. Tyler?
Brian, thank you. We're here near the Vermont rail system line that washed out. The dramatic images have been circulating for over a week at this point. But when you think about this historic flood as a whole, it really started here in Ludlow and in southern and central Vermont before it worked up to Washington County. And so many of us were alerted to the potential power of the water that was coming because of Pat and Penny Moore and the drone that you two were flying over the course of the last week and sending the imagery to NBC5. Can you tell us a little bit about what you experienced, how it compares to other storms, and what you've seen over the last week?
Sure. I've lived through 4 hurricanes, most recently Irene in 2011, and none of those storms could match the ferocity, the destruction that we've gotten with this flood right here. Is that your experience too?
Oh, absolutely. There was a lot more water this time than with Irene.
When did you wake up Monday morning over a week ago?
Well, I'm up about 3 or 4 in the morning anyhow, and I was supposed to take her car in for repairs and figured probably not the best day to do that. The flood itself came within about 60 yards of our house, so we're very fortunate.
So your house is okay, the rail line is not.
That's correct. We only had dampness in the basement, but by the end of, by late Monday afternoon, the end of our street was all water.
How long did it take to totally go down near you?
Well, fairly rapidly. It didn't take very long, but then it gets more rain the next couple of days, and we could do without some rain for a while.
Yeah, every time it rains now since the flood, I just can't take it.
Yeah, it's going to be some time here before Vermonters are over, that fear, because it was so fast, so traumatic, up, and we're seeing the progress, impressive progress here behind us. So many crews, too, even from the Champlain Valley, seeing the logos on the sides.
It's very impressive how much they've done in a comparatively short period of time. It's just mind-boggling, the amount of destruction, how much earth was moved.
Yeah, and because of all the water, we actually have a map that we're going to pull up here in 6 to 10 inches. I don't know if you have a gauge in your backyard.
No, we have a friend, though, had a 5-inch gauge she dumped twice.
5-inch gauge dumped twice. That matches up with the map that you're seeing on your screen. 6 to 10 inches in this area, and the terrain doesn't help. We have a high-resolution map of the elevation going from between 3,000 and 4,000 feet in the mountains down to the valley floor. When you put all that water over the top of the mountains, it makes for a catastrophic situation. It's almost like using a funnel to fill the windshield washer fluid in your car. It makes that gush even stronger once it gets down low. And so that was the scene here in Ludlow over a week ago.